Good morning. Welcome to Margaret being Margaret. I can hear how fast I'm talking and that I'm hoarse. It's 9:40. Today's open house day. I'm pacing. What is wrong with my voice? Last night I crushed up a pill to take before bed, and it felt like something was stuck there. And I knew it wasn't the pill, but when I swallowed, something was wrong. Something was wrong. So anyway, I'm pacing. I've gone through the house for the last 2 hours trying to think if I've missed anything. My friend Kathy actually told me the other day that she needs to share with me a video on things to calm down. But at almost 70, there are joggers out. At almost 70, I don't think it's going to work. So a couple things. Great news. My kids, my grown kids, are closing on the ranch house Monday. Now, they haven't been concerned at all. I have been a wreck. I keep telling them this is going to sell and I'll be homeless. So I won't be homeless. I think also that Nikki decided that I'm going to be going to the ranch so that during construction it doesn't bother the little one. And that's fine with me. Last night, a gentleman that did some work for me upstairs last week or 2 weeks ago finally came and picked up the money I owed him. I said I've never worked so hard to give money away. I must have texted him a dozen times to come get his money. Excuse me. And I finally texted him last night and said, either come get it or somebody's going to take it. It's open house today. And he finally showed up, but then he felt like he wanted to come in and talk for a little while, and we don't really know each other, but that was interesting. And the good part of it was he said that he would be more than happy to help me get the stuff out of the shed when the time comes, because that's a concern, like, oh my God, where am I going to put that stuff? And he said he'd help me move that. I don't think he'd do the furniture. Slow down, Margaret. I can't do it. I just can't. So I opened all the windows today to air the house out, which I needed to do anyway, and partially because I sprayed a lot of orange essential oil scent, and it smelled like an orange juice container in here. Does everybody do it? I go overboard. Every single time I go overboard. So the windows have been opened. I've got the mini split on. I'm not going to boost it way up. I figure when they come here, they'll do what they want to do with the heat. My plans for today, I've got to be out of here for a couple of hours, and I don't have any place to go. So I thought I was going to go to the storage unit and pay for another month, which is a couple $100 that I don't want to spend. But if the house is closing Monday, I don't have to rent that again until the 3rd. That's the weekend. I think I can get everything out of the storage unit and over to the ranch if I take everything out of there on Saturday. That will definitely mean I have to hire somebody, because if you remember, it took me about 10 trips to get the boxes up to the storage unit. With the channel growing by 1,000 people this month, it's funny to see how people have to settle into how we talk around here and how we act around here, because you've got those people, and they're not, you want to say trolls, and they're not trolling. It's just that mentality of telling you something for your own good. And not knowing, I don't think they recognize that they're being, for lack of a better word, mean girls. I don't understand the thought process of that, but they'll come around. they'll come around. You know, somebody put up the other day how my glasses are too big for my face and I might want to think about it. You think me wearing glasses like this, I don't know that I'm being weird or funky? She said, you might want to get something more modern. Really? That fits your face. Don't come to my defense. I said, you know, I don't want to be on the modern bandwagon. I want to put on what makes me feel good. And I love my glasses. And it's just that thought process of why. And please talk about this and tell me what your thoughts are, maybe on the Facebook, if not on here, of why people feel they have to, I don't know, improve somebody, point out something. Now, I will tell you, if I were going to go in that direction, what I would have said to somebody is, you have gorgeous, gorgeous eyes. Probably leave it there. Because that makes you think about, oh, what does it look like? If I felt the need to say anything. But I don't feel the need to improve anybody. Especially at our stage of life. And if you're some younger people watching this, please learn. It's not our job to give our opinions all the time. You know, our opinions don't have to count when it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, I have to go to the post office for my once-a-week journey since I'm not in town. And I have to mail the W-2s for my staff from the salon. I've got them ready to mail. They have to be in, W-2s have to be sent out by the last of the month. And I think it's funny, the staff that aren't in my life anymore, you know, had a designated person, I'm sure, to reach out and say, when am I sending them? Grow the heck up, honestly. I think I'm getting less patient, and I didn't think I could. But it's also turning 70 next month. And just realizing that, you know, if I have 10 years left, that's wonderful. If I have 20 years left, that's even better. If I left now, what would be my regrets? And not regrets from the past. That's a good question, Margaret. If I left here today for a different plane of existence, would I be sad? If I knew right now that in a couple of hours my life would end as we know it, am I sad about anything? Are you sad about anything? Immediate sadness, not past sadness, not regrets. Regrets you can't do anything about anyway, unless it's something where you want to apologize to somebody. I don't have any of those. But I'd be sad about anything. I think at this stage, no. I'd be sad about leaving the family. Those things are normal. But if I knew right now that in the next couple of hours my life was over, would I have any immediate things that I wanted to take care of before my time was up? No. Isn't that funny? Because, you know, you want to tell everybody you love them. People that I love know I love them, without a doubt, ad nauseum. Are there people that I need to tell what I really think of them? No. They probably know that too. Tell me that, please. Tell me how you would answer that question. You know, I know I'm very happy with my life, and I know I'm very happy with where I am right now. I didn't realize I was that happy. I had, of course, a good week. And yesterday, I got to spend some time with Chelsea and her baby, along with my little one, to introduce the little best friends. It was good. It was cute. And it makes me even happier about where I am in my life with what I'm doing. So post office, gas. You know, the other day I got a text or a phone call, and it was from the gentleman who supplies my oil for the oil burner for heat. And he said that, first of all, he said, did you notice the footprints going to the cellar in the snow? No, I didn't. That's not good. He had been down there because so many older oil tanks give way in the cold weather. And he was going to talk to me about replacing ours. Not that they need it. They're not leaking. They're fine. But, you know, at least putting it on the table that it's something we want to plan for. And I told him I was selling the house. And because I said that, he said, well, I'm not going to keep filling your oil tank all the way up. Now, remember, I never use oil. So I had a full tank and I wanted to take it down a little. Yesterday, there's a bill for my tank of $300 and I don't know what dollars. I had never paid $300 for heat in my life. But remember I told you I was putting the heat on? Yeah, that's dumb. I got 100 gallons. $328. So that was stupid to turn the heat on. You know, the mini split, which I now have turned off again. The mini split being electric is pennies on that. So I just sat here and laughed and thought, well, that was the stupidest idea. I should have left it full and they could have, you know, bought it in the sale of the house if it turned out that way. So now I have enough oil again. And the upstairs didn't need any, which makes me worry that I've got them mismarked. I'm just going to pay it. I'm just going to pay it. And so you've got, you know, that $328 in oil. I had to go get my steroids for breathing. And because it's the first of the year stuff, which you know I don't understand. I don't want to understand it. But $300 for the prescription. In 2 days, $600 and almost $50. And if I don't get everything out of storage, that's another $200. I don't know how people do it because I can't sustain that. For the first time, I'm going to have to go into a little bit of the money from the sale of the salon, which wasn't much, and I didn't want to touch it, but I don't have a choice. Other thing that I've found is, you know, I haven't been eating since I sold the salon because I don't eat when I'm not stressed. I'm a stress eater, and when I'm happy, I don't eat. Well, I'm very, very happy, but I am mentally very stressed. All of my own doing, there is no reason for it. Everything happens as it's supposed to. I know all that stuff, but I've been eating junk food. Now, not junk food here. I went to McDonald's this week and Burger King. I haven't been to either place in at least a year. And when I go once or twice a year. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. And I'm starving. Yesterday, I had Burger King, and I ate on the way home from being at Mike and Nikki's. Got home and had 2 raisin bagels. What's that, about 5,000 calories I put in? That might be where my throat, I made it work overtime. Poor thing's in shock. The realtor should show up in about 15 minutes. I'm going to pace until then. And I will let you know how it goes later on. Everybody checking in. Went and vacuumed my car. Went and got gas. Went to the post office. I'm officially out of things to do. I bought chocolate. I ate the chocolate. I'm now just sitting parked, waiting for time to go by. Let me show you. I'm parked at my town hall. Just for some place to park. I've got another 20 minutes and then I can head back to the house. Hey, final update of the day. My voice is coming back also. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I was sitting in the car waiting for my hour and a half to finish up so that I could come home, and was getting texts. They just cracked me up, from both of my next door neighbors telling me how crowded it was and how crazy it was. And there were 20 cars in the front of the house. So I just got a glimpse of myself. So, I had to rearrange the hair. But in and amongst the texts I'm getting from neighbors and pictures that I'm being sent of all the cars, and somebody just going by who knows me that called to say there was a lot going on, I got a text from the realtor, just one line, that said, "It's a madhouse here." So it went well. When I was finally allowed to come home, there was still people standing out front talking for a good half an hour. And they said there were 20 cars, 20 groups of people. So I guess other realtors were bringing several prospective buyers. So they said it was very big and very successful. Come on, everybody. And I've heard from the realtor since then that there's already one proposed offer coming in tonight, and he expects more. So I got home, I sat, ate a piece of chocolate cake. I'm exhausted, mentally bankrupt. That's what I am. So the open house is over. Hopefully we get an offer or two off of that so we don't have to do more. Oh, the other thing? My china set that I talked about getting rid of, and I got a lot of people saying save it for your granddaughter, which never even dawned on me. But I had put it up on eBay. The other day I went to take it down, but I couldn't figure out how to take it down, so I just thought, all right, leave it there. When I got home today, I had an email telling me that somebody bought it. So I have to pack it to ship, which is a good thing. I could use a little bit of income it's bringing. So what a weird day. I'm selling my soul here. Not really. Hope you all had a great week. Have a good weekend. Here we're supposed to have gloom. It's been gloomy for days. Boy, to see the sun. I don't think it's on the agenda for the Northeast. We're supposed to get rain again in the next couple of days and snow up near Boston. So make our own sunshine, I guess. I'm watching all of the comments on Facebook and loving them. Please keep it up. And please, if you find people in your area, let me know when you start to talk back and forth. That's interesting to me, because I know there was that one in Manitoba who wished to have somebody to talk to. I hope she's been on, seen Facebook and joined. I've been just pressing approve so long that I don't know who I'm approving anymore. But don't worry, I'll cull them out if I need to. Have a great week, and I will talk to you next time something happens, which could be in 20 minutes or a couple of days. Take care, everybody. I'm done.